Hey folks, welcome to another solo play of Imperial Settlers Roll and Write. This is on the Android app, and hopefully I can get this to work with the PC screen I have. So apologies if you can see a big trial symbol at the bottom of the screen or anything like that, because I'm experimenting with Miracast and Air Server in combination so that I can get the sound on the PC as well as my Android phone. If anybody knows a much easier way to do this, then by all means leave something in the comments, because it seems to be a complete faff to get your Android phone mirrored to your PC. It's so much easier when these things come out on Steam. But I've got my phone there, so I can basically play through this app, released by Portal Games and Ignacy Trzewiczek. This is the roll and write version of Imperial Settlers. I have this in my collection as the physical version, and it's essentially the same game, but obviously done on computer form. Imperial Settlers Roll and Write was a roll and write engine builder. So you roll dice and you tick things off your map, but you were doing it in order to gain resources to build buildings and develop a kind of short-term mini engine, very different from other roll and writes. I've done the review of this already on the channel, so you can by all means go and check that out. And, I like the game fine. It's probably my second favourite roll and write, providing I play it solitaire as opposed to multiplayer. This app is entirely the solitaire mode. And, it's not without its flaws. I have one or two issues with it, but overall I like it as a solitaire game. So the question is, does this app do a good job of porting it? Now, I have had some games of this already on here, so I'm going to go through the tutorial quite quickly, because you kind of need to be aware of something rather massive in the tutorial, and also go through a full game. This has had an update since the last time I played it though, so I may get surprised along the way if some UI differences have occurred, so it'll be of a kind of a mixed bag in terms of, my first time seeing the update anyway. But I've got resume on here because I was in the middle of a game yesterday. I'm going to ignore that, but let's give it a go. So apologies if I've got to stare at my screen a bit, but I do have to press the buttons after all. So let's play. Okay, so the way this works is that you essentially have it's like the solitaire game. You had a big flip chart of all these different sets of buildings, and these buildings allow you to, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see that, but if you see, like, each of these sets is a new set of 6 buildings, and it was the same with the physical version. And it was really cool because you had all these different puzzles that you could attempt. Well, this is no different, except in this one it's a bit like bonus content. So you start off with the first one. I don't know if you can see the mouse pointer actually. I might see if you can see the mouse pointer actually. But here you can see that that's the first one you start with, and then with these crowns that you earn as a top right corner currency, you unlock other bits. But the price gets considerably more expensive as you go through, because what do I need for this one? I need 5 crowns to do that. Bearing in mind you're typically getting 2 to 4 every game, really. That one, nope, that's the buildings. I'll come out of that one. Go back in. So that one I've already unlocked, so that's Japanese buildings, for example. I've yet to play the set. But then you've got, this one requires 5. Hopefully, can I just come out of this? Oh, I've got to go keep backing back in. But then you get further on, and it's like, that needs 5. Fine. But then let's go to page 2. Oh, you can't even see those yet. So, okay, so it gets progressively more expensive. And I think, actually, saying that, some of these cost 7 the last time I played this, but now they only cost 5. So I think that Ignacy has listened to some of the complaints so far, where they thought, oh, blimey, you have to get a lot of stuff to unlock this content. So, yeah, 5 crowns a piece. You're talking a couple of good games of each map before you can go on to the next one. I think that's pretty good, actually, in terms of ratio. Now, the question is, has the update helped with the tutorial? Because we need to address something here. So, we're going to go through the first one, and will this give me the tutorial, the full-on tutorial? I think this is probably not going to give me the full tutorial. No. Okay, right. Well, I just want to say with the tutorial that it is very much a... the tutorial really does not teach you very well in this game. I mean, it... actually, no, I'm going to see if I can get it. I'm going to see if I can get the... I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to see if I can get us the tutorial. So... Okay, here we go. So this is the tutorial, and I'm going to show you what This is based on my previous experience of this tutorial, but maybe they've changed it. So, tells you to roll the dice in that. Not so much of a roll, it just gives you it. So, you get 3 favour tokens with this, and 3 out of a possible 5, and you can pick a favourite token at the start of every round. One problem I have with the physical game is that there's about 2 favourite tokens you'll pick all the time, and the other 3 don't get used very much. It's more of a thing in multiplayer mode. In solo, it's a rather small nitpick. So, here I can choose... Nope. Yeah, this is the thing with the tutorial. It's a bit like the alpha gamer in a co-op. This one doesn't like teach you how to play the game, it literally tells you what to do without any thought of understanding how it all works. There is a manual in this game in order to do this, but you know, you have to read the manual, a text manual. It's not as good as being taught on a proper tutorial. But I'm just going to go through this and you're going to see just how this works. So it tells me to construct the building. Okay? 1, 2, 3. I ran out of people. Yes, you need people as your workers. Choose it and confirm the sale. So, as you can see, it tells you, like, fine in terms of going through this, but I don't have a choice of what to do. And in that first bit, did it explain to me at all once what a favour token is? What the turn sequence is? What building did I just build? How did I build that building? I mean, what was, you know, what are workers? Are workers my actions? I don't know. It just told me to do it. This tutorial is frankly not very good at all. And I really do not recommend that you use this tutorial to try and play the game. It's honestly, I would read the manual, or I think Rodney Smith might have a video for it, or you can check out my review. It's not a teaching video, but perhaps it will tell you more. You know, but like I say, I just don't recommend this tutorial to learn the game, because look what it's doing. Choose an ally token. Okay, fine, I'll choose ally. Gain a worker, apparently. Cool. Oh look, a building is free. So make some improvements, set up the tool shop. So I go and set up the tool shop. Cool. Then construct a bridge. It doesn't tell me what the bridges do, or it doesn't tell me what the tool shop does. I have to go and click on the various buildings to see what the building does. And it's like, well, the tutorial should be telling me that sort of thing. It shouldn't just be forcing me into it. It is really like taking somebody by the hand and dragging them through a game. You know, you think of it like you know, you're a kid and you go to a theme park and you're really excited to see all the attractions. You look around, you see all this stuff, and it's like, oh, great. But then your parent drags you by the hand through all the stuff that they want to do rather than what you want to do. Or they just think, you won't like that, it's fine. Well, go over here, look, there's a bouncy castle there, you'll like that. And it's like, well, no, maybe I want to go on a roller coaster. You know, tell me what's around. It's that similar sort of analogy. So again, tells me to make a bridge. Cool, gets me the points. Yes, sir, finish the round. I mean, come on. So it goes on to round 3. Now, you do see the dice roll in the proper game, but you don't in this tutorial. Fine. Yes, sir, I shall choose the yield token. If I want to know what it does, I have to press the question mark, but I shouldn't have to press a question mark. The tutorial should be explaining this to me. Okay. Oh, is that what fields do? They unlock access to... The bridges unlock access to the fields. Oh, great. Is it... How do I know that? Because I've played the game before. If you were completely new to this, you wouldn't have the foggiest idea. That is the problem. Cool. Activate yield token. So I go to the top right corner to press the green button. Choose that. And I'm told to harvest... field, so great. Oh, an achievement apparently. You leveled up. What is this referring to? So is anybody any the wiser as I go through this game about how to play it? No, that's the problem. It's what I'm getting at. So I'm not here to teach you the game. I'm here to give a review of the app in general, and you can watch me play through it. So this is just part of the review to say that the tutorial really is a letdown. It will not help you play this game at all. The app is definitely geared to people who have played this game before. So it didn't matter that I couldn't get through the tutorial from a personal perspective. But if you are brand new to this game, you're gonna need to read the manual or watch a playthrough video elsewhere, because this tutorial will not help you. So I'm going to exit this tutorial, and then I'm going to play a proper game. So I'm going to go on a set I haven't done yet. So I'm going to say I'm going to go on the Barbarians. Okay, so I haven't played this one yet. And basically you play through, get a certain amount of points, and you get a ranking, which gives you those crowns in the top corner up here. So I'm going to play this set and take you through a proper game. So there's my dice. One's trying to escape the screen. How dare you? Cool. So I can either have choose a die on a harvest. Now this is where I'm coming from with the favor tokens, right? This one allows me to harvest a resource without spending from a die. Okay, cool. So that could be tomato, coin, wood, stone, whatever. The boon allows me to gain +1 of a resource die. Huh? Oh, that's harvest from the fields, and this is gain it off the die. So they're very similar but different. But then look at lucky coin. Gain 1 coin. Why would you not take that every single round? It's exactly the same as yield and boon, but gold is wild. And this is the thing. In multiplayer, this makes more sense because you draft these favor tokens, so you don't always end up with that one. But in a solo game, you have no reason to digress from most of the favor token combinations that are there. It's a bit annoying. I wish there was something to sort that out, but the crux of the game is really more the rolling of the dice and using the dice. So what did I just take there? I just took yield by mistake. So, well, I can choose any resource, so it doesn't really make a big deal. So I will figure out what I'm going to do first. So, okay, I can gain wood at the start of each round. That is tempting. Roll a fewer resource die than normal to get a thing. I'm not a big fan of that one. Gain 7 points. Arch enemy is put in lots of apples in order to get points. Okay. Welcome party, which apparently... Oh no, that's not built yet. Choose a result on the resource die, gain +1 to that resource. And gain 1 point each time 2 types of resources are harvested in the same round. Am I going to do a lot of harvesting, though, is the question. I quite like the idea of getting a ton of wood each turn, because then I could go through that entire second row, and then I just need to get other bits. Now, I've got one of everything, so what was allowing me to do that? It was this big square, wasn't it? So I can do the wood, and then I could do stone for the rest of it. Yeah, I think that works. So I'm going to build this first. So that just needs a worker. Cool, fine. I have a spare stone, so I will do that. And as a yield token, I can get one of these without spending any dudes. Although, doesn't really help, because if I take one, I still got no workers left to use it. So that was a bit stupid. Oh well, fine. Moving on to round 2. And this is the one other slight flaw with the game. I mean, it's more of a challenge for solo, really. In multiplayer, this die that you roll, the pink die, it gives you a certain amount of workers each round, but you could have a really bad game if you keep rolling 3s. In a multiplayer game, you all have that number, so it's a shared penalty or boon. In solo, it feels like your game might just be gimped by the fact that you just happen to roll bad. But you kind of have to go into this knowing that this is a quick and simple, like, roll and write. I mean, it's lucky. It's a roll and write what you expect. But if I wasn't doing this talking to you now, then blimey, I mean, this would be super fast. You can get a game of this done in like 5 to 10 minutes easily. So I'm just going to choose lucky coin every single round. So cool, claim. So I'm getting a wood at the start of every round, so that's good. So I'm going to uncover that, uncover that, uncover that with a gold, and then I will put a blueprint down here. So you click and drag. Again, it doesn't show you the shape of the blueprint, which is a bit annoying, so I kind of just have to sort of guess what I'm building. But this should give me extra wood at the start of each round on top of everything else. So that was not a bad round 2. Cool. 4 workers, tomato, gold, and a wood. Okay, fine. Take a lucky coin, and then how much wood am I getting at the start of this round? 2 extra wood. Yes, 1 for the blueprint and 1 for building the house in the first place. So I'm getting a lot of wood each round, which is going to enable me to do pretty well on uncovering these. But I need more stone, because I don't have the stone easily available to uncover the top row. And it takes a while to do the tomatoes. So I'm going to need stone. I'm going to need to do some bridges, I think. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So I'm going to uncover this for 2 wood, because I can. I will uncover a bridge. And I will probably uncover another bridge. Or I can do the stone up there with the 2 gold I've got. Or do both. So I'll uncover a bridge. So that now gives me stuff to harvest. And so I don't waste the gold, I will do 2 stone because I can get wood in abundance. So 2 stone, there. Cool. Round 4. Stone, wood, tomato, and 4 again. Okay, fine. What are you going to give me now then? Lucky coin! Gee, I think. It's giving me all the wood, so I can do 2 wood. I can do 2 stone. I can put another blueprint in here. So I'm going to need all the wood in the world. Now I've got 2 workers left, but I can't possibly do any more of that top row. So I could uncover more bridges and get to this stone really quickly, which is actually not a bad idea. So I'm going to uncover that bridge and that bridge. Done. I have no idea if this is the best way to do this map, but I'm going with the flow. Music in the background's cheap, but I mean you can turn it down and off as you like. So once you do get used to the interface, it's a pretty simple game to go through, but it is just going to be a little bit of a learning curve for your first game if you're new to this. If you're familiar with roll and write Imperial Settlers, then like me, you should have no problem getting to grips with it. And the engine building feel is still there. You know, I feel like I'm taking a path to victory. I'm going this route. I'm not even touching some of these other buildings here, which I could do, but at the end of the day, I'm choosing this path, heavy wood. So, let's see. Okay, so I got 5 wood here. This is a lot. I'm going to uncover that wood. I'm going to uncover... Problem is, I need a stone. So, that's okay. I'm going to uncover that. And then I'm going to harvest a stone, specifically a stone. And then uncover that one. Cool. Round 6. I haven't used a blueprint. Do I still want to end the round? Yeah, but I haven't used... Yeah, but I can't use that blueprint. Oh, I can put the blueprint down, but I still need to build the building in order to get the benefits. Well, to be honest... Well, I suppose actually that blueprint might not be too bad, because then if I do... Yeah, but then I got to use up 3 workers to build that building. I'm already doing a good job with the other building. I'm going to hold off that for the time being and move on to round 6. My kingdom for a 5! Awesome, more stone actually. I've got all the wood in the world. But at least I'm going to uncover that entire second row at this rate. Now, I need to uncover that bridge. I will then uncover that wood. That was a mistake. Can I reset, or should I just keep going? I say just keep going, so I'm just going to uncover that. Should have really got the stone uncovered. That was mad. I'm only getting so many points for this. I need to get more points. Oh, oh no, I've got enough for 5 wood. So that's cool. I will do 5 wood. Boom. Only 2 points for that. But then I shall, let's see, I shall harvest that one. Uncover that. Thing is, I could put the blueprint there, but I don't need any more wood. I'm getting all the wood in the world. I'm getting more than enough wood. So that's just a waste of a blueprint. So could I put a different blueprint in there? It's around 7. Around 8 I'll be able to build that building, but it just seems like a waste at this point in time. But, I don't know, the temple wants me to put something down, but there's no way I'm going to be able to put that one down because I'm doing this route. So I could just try and get a bunch of tomatoes for future rounds, because eventually I'm going to run out of reasons to use wood. So I say that I'm going to put this blueprint here for now. And I will choose to make a start on that building. Cool. Round 8. 2 tomatoes and a wood. Tomatoes aren't useful. Tomatoes are not useful at all. I need stone. I'll tell you what then, if I take the stone from... Yeah, if I take... Oh, actually, what do I want to... Yeah, I want to build that building. So if I take the stone from here... Yeah, I don't want to do that. No, I'll take the stone from there. Use 2 workers to finish that building, so that now gives me that building in effect. So the last 2 rounds of this game should be pretty sweet. Okay, 1 more worker left, and I've got so many resources it hurts. I mean, do I need to unlock any more bridges? The problem is, I can only do 1 thing on that tomato. It's just not worth it. But it will give me something to do on a future turn, I suppose. Well, I've got stone on the die, which is good, because now I can get a lot of stone. So, lucky coin. 4 wood. Okie dokie. What's that telling me? Oh, that I can put something in the arch enemy for a few points. Might be better off for doing that then and uncovering that, to be perfectly honest. But for first things first, I need more stuff on the die, so I'm going to grab myself a stone. I'm going to grab myself more stone, I think. Or shall I? I mean, I can get a lot of points by doing that, but then I can get a lot of points by doing those as well, I guess. And the stone is harder to do, so alright, I'm going to do the stone. Okay, plus 2 of that resource, stone. Put that there. I'll then drag that blueprint down. So this will allow me to get a lot of stone next round as long as I can roll it on the die. Now, what to do with these 3 workers? I mean, I can go and do... I can't do all the bridges. I can, however, do the first one of that, so... Yeah, we'll do that. And I guess for wood, might as well uncover another part of the bridge. Okay, last round. 4... Oh my god, 3 tomatoes? I got no stone! Sir, we appear to have dried up all the stone! That's aggravating. Oh, I don't like that at all. I guess I'm going to be spamming apples then. Arch enemy! Well, to be fair, that's not bad actually. I had enough apples to do the entire arch enemy at the last minute, so I'll go with that. Doesn't seem like a lot of points though, 52, but we'll go with this. So, after all that, I am officially done. Oh, looks like my strategy wasn't particularly good, or not particularly rewarding in points, but I don't know how I could have done any better doing the wood and stone front on there. Perhaps it gives you more points for the tomatoes? I mean, you need to get at least, I think, 60 in order to get 2 crowns. How to get 70 on here, I'm not sure, but that's the beauty with this game, though. You get to try different tactics, you get to try different things on the app. So, shall I do another game for you guys? Why not? One more. We'll go very quickly through another one. So, I'm going to exit to menu. And I'm going to take on the Japanese one and see how this works. I'm going to go a bit faster on this one, so... Oh, well, that's a great start. I like the fact that the music is themed towards the set. So I get a Barbarian one, now I get a Japanese one, there'll probably be a Roman one. That'd be pretty cool. Right, so this time I can have +1 of a resource or more workers. Now, for the most part, I'm going to be choosing the workers. But let's see what these buildings do. So, gain a tomato at the start of each round. Free for each pair of harvested wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's potentially 12 points to get from there if I go mad on the bridges. It's not bad. Feng Shui Builders. 7 for each kind of that blueprint. That's a horrible blueprint. How am I supposed to do that blueprint anytime soon? And I can get 10 points for whatever stone I have. Trade. Use 1 additional favor token. So that would be worth a worker and a thing every round. That's not bad. I think I might go for that free for each pair of harvested wood, but then that's going to be a hard one to do as well. I mean, where am I supposed to get everything for that? I suppose I am going to need the cherry orchard though at some point, so let's get that cherry orchard. And let's uncover one of those. Gold, woodstone, no apples. Great. One more worker. Do 2 more wood. I mean, I suppose if I do the top bits there, I can do that second building there at some point for the last round or two. But then I suppose, I mean, if I can do multiple of those, but then multiple of those would be quite a difficult building to do. But then I can't ignore 10 points from the Silver Dragon statue either, so... Let's get more of these things filled up, so let's uncover that one first. As I say, I never pretended to be particularly good at this game, so... I think more workers is the way, really. You have to use so many workers to get the cherry orchard one, though. That's the thing. Okay, round 4. Woo! A 5! Is that the first one I've rolled? So, 2 wood and a gold. Well, I mean, 6 workers. I can always just harvest what I need, so... And 2 apples, so we need to start getting this wood uncovered, so we'll go with that. Let's see, could do the bridges in full. No, I should probably do that while I can, so 2 apples there. Another worker for that. I need 2 wood on their own, though, that's the problem, because I need space for that rice collector to go in there once I've got the thing. Although, that could also fit there if I put 2 more tomatoes into it, so... Harvest 1. And get that one done. Do I want to use a blueprint? Probably not, because I am saving myself for the rice collector. God! Yes! Tilt onto the 2 wood, thank you very much. So we got that one, which means I can do there, or I can do there. If I could get 2 more wood... a dangerous game you're playing if you're going to try and get 2 more wood. Or it's either hope for 2 more wood in the future round, or I get the rice collector now, but put it in a weird place. I'm going to get the rice collector. I don't know. Let's uncover some of these first. So I've got that there. Got a worker here. That's not too bad, actually, because if I do that, I can put the rice collector there. And then I can put this... Rather than trying to do another one, I can... Oh, you can only do 1 blueprint around. Whoops. Can I go back 1? Yeah, I'm going to go back 1. So I'm going to put that there. Because I would rather have the tomatoes first. So yes, you can undo in this game, which is nice. No, don't give me a free... Oh, free gold, but only 3 workers. Definitely take an ally for this round, then. Alright, well that's a lot of tomatoes. So, what can I do with that then? Well, I can certainly do the wood. So I can do another rice collector. Nice. So, I think the odds of me doing another rice collector are nil. So, now's a good time to start harvesting the wood and making certain I use it. So... We'll worry about that in a future round. For now, I'm going to continue to sort out the tomatoes. Bit of each, but not many tomatoes. But it's a good thing I've got the ally token then, isn't it? So, let's see. 2 tomatoes, because why not? 2 wood. Oh, do I have to do another one in order to trigger it then? Okay, that didn't... I harvested 2 wood, so why is it not giving me the points? We'll see if it gives me the points at the end, because I don't want to waste doing it. So we'll go with that, and we'll go with the stone first or the wood? I'm going to say stone. So will it give me the points then? Oh, I guess that's at the end of the game. Right, so I just need to harvest the wood and make use of it. Okay, fine. Alright, well, that can be arranged. That can be arranged. Ah, give me the 5! But stone is good, because it frees up the top bit there. As you can see, I'm using the same favor token all the time, which is just a... It's slightly irritating. But I need to make certain I actually harvest some of this wood and get to that other bridge. Otherwise, I'm losing out on a lot of points. So I think we'll stop wasting time with more blueprints. We'll get these bridges done. So I need to go there. I need to go there. Can't do that one, so I'll worry about it next round. But I will do that one. If I could get a lot of wood in the future rounds, I even might be able to get another rice collector. Well, I don't need any more tomatoes, so I don't need to build that one. But I don't want to waste the wood. Now what do I need? I need a wood and a stone for that one. So if I harvest a wood, I'm not wasting it. So harvest, build. Good. I don't honestly need... I've just realised something rather stupid that I've done this whole game. I've been putting the blueprints out, but I haven't actually built the wretched building. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Well, at least you can take this as how not to play this game. Right, so I need to actually build that wretched thing. Okay, so build, build, harvest, build. I've probably really given to myself by not doing that properly. I mean, that's the thing. The thing doesn't have an easy tutorial to help me with this, and it's been a while since I played the game, so. Okay then, so 1, 2. Yeah, something tells me I gimped myself a little bit this game, but oh well. Yep, I gimped myself like crazy. Yep, I'm gonna get 1 thing for this. Yeah, that was very bad, very bad. Bet you half of you were in the comments thinking, "Oh my god, Luke, you're doing it wrong, you're not getting the points yet," and it's like, now I know, now I know. So, yep, that is Imperial Settlers Roll and Write. So, you know, hopefully this is something that you're interested in to try. It's about, I think it was about £3.50 or so on Google Play. Don't know about iOS. It's not on Steam. Now, all in all, review-wise, the game gives me the same sort of feeling as the physical game. You know, I find that in solitaire mode, I like the variety of buildings. That's always great. The fact that you get a completely different set, and with that set, you can probably have a good, you know, good 4 or 5 different ways to play it, at least per sheet. So there's plenty of ways to try and do better. Like, I mean, I've just shown you 2 abysmal games there, only getting 1 crown. Pretty sure you'll be able to beat me in your first game getting 2 crowns, and then trying to get that 3rd one is a challenge in itself. And there's plenty more to unlock. You saw like 5 pages worth there. Now, the problems that are in the physical game still are apparent here, except for one. You still have the problem that the favor tokens are usually just pick the same favor token and go with it, which is a bit of a shame. You also have a very bad tutorial on this. Like I say, do not recommend the tutorial at all. But one thing that this does do very well as a port is, with the normal physical version, you normally have to keep track of all this. Like, hang on, so how much stone have I got? How much tomatoes have I got? I've done that already. How many actions have I used up? I don't know. You don't necessarily have an easy means of keeping track of this in the physical game. Here, it did it all for me on the app. You saw all the stuff at the top. It tracked all my resources, all my workers, my points. So it takes a lot of that bookkeeping and tracking out of your thing, so you can think more about the game itself, which is really cool. I like that fact, and in such a way, I could also imagine that for £3.50, this kind of removes the need to have the physical game, because I don't know if these buildings are exactly the same as on the pad. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but you wouldn't notice a huge amount of difference if they weren't. But you've got tons on here. You don't have to carry the physical box with you. I prefer this as a solo game to multiplayer, and I think that's a shared thought. It almost kind of removes the need for the physical game. I think this one just is a lot easier for me to pull out. You know, if I'm sitting at an airport, I have played the physical version at an airport once before when I was on my way to, funny enough, Poland for PortalCon this year. the one of 2 conventions I was able to attend before COVID. But I played the physical game, and that was fine. It was portable, it sat in the box, but obviously it's a bigger box. With this app, I could just do it on here really nice and easily and play through multiple games while sitting in the airport lounge. So, you know, all in all, I still think that this is a good port of the physical game. It just has, it just retains some of the issues that the physical game has, and has a very poor tutorial system and is not entirely user-friendly. So I would still give this about the same figure I gave the physical version, which is a decent 7 out of 10, a seal of endorsement, and can recommend that if you're into roll and writes, or if this is a game you thought of trying, this is a good way to do so, with the caveat that the tutorial is gonna suck. So that's it for me. If you like what you see, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm pushing to 10,000 subscribers. I am so close. Please help me push back that. I never thought it would be so hard to get 10 subscribers, but apparently it is. But you guys can help me with that. So I'll be back with a viticulture from Ditty Diced video. I've got that as well to do a video on. So until then, I'll see you on the next video. Take care, stay safe, and remember, as always, it's only a game. Bye for now.